Welcome to the Jeremy Hill Show. This is a men's channel with men content. If that is something that you enjoy, do me a favor, hit the like button and subscribe. Now let's get into it. Modern women, black women in particular, seem to never know who the baby daddy really is. Now the sources that I'm going to cite from is the DNA Diagnostic Center, the New York Post, the U.S. Census Bureau, and the National Longitudinal Survey of Youth. And from what they say is, black mothers lead the list. 59% of black women have children with more than one father. And a lot of this is because women don't take the time to vet the men that they're sleeping with, and they throw caution to the wind and don't really think too much about birth control or different type of contraceptives. Now, according to the New York Post, almost 1 in 10 moms isn't sure who fathered their baby. This means that women are sleeping so much with so many different men that anyone can be the father. And I'm sure many of you have watched the Maury show and seen women who get up there and try to do a DNA test with the 15th man that they think that she slept with that might have got her pregnant. And this all it's crazy, but at the same time, there's also another test from the DNA Diagnostic Center that says that most paternity test labs report that 1/3 of their paternity tests have a negative result. Of all the possible fathers who take a paternity test, about 32% are not the biological father. You see, there's women that try to trick men into believing that their kid is their kid when it's really not. And they try to deceive people. This is the reason why a lot of people most times have to get a blood test, because women are going to lie to you about it. Again, from the DNA Diagnostic Center, it also says, a quick online search gives frightening, alarming figures. Many articles claim that as many as 30% of men are unknowingly raising another man's child. This would mean that out of a class of 60 students, 20 of them are growing up calling the wrong man daddy. Why is it like this right now? Because this is an overly sexually charged generation. This is a generation of women who are selfish, a generation of women who don't mind using sexuality to get to where they want to get to in life. This is a generation of women who don't have any self-respect for their bodies, for their temple, and they see sex as a way of coming up in this world, in this lifetime. And it's a sad thing, but I know I'm gonna get a lot of pushback from this, but majority of the time, according to the numbers, black women don't know who the father is. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. And there's a lot of black women, according to the numbers, who actually don't know who the daddy is. And you see children grow up not knowing who their fathers are, and this is rampant in the black community. And it's something that we have to really address and try to take care of and find a solution for. Let me tell you some of the negative things that happen to children who don't know who their father are. I'm gonna read some things to you. For example, 13% of these children are more likely to need mental health treatment. Think about that. 43% less likely to have graduated from college. 11% less likely to have volunteered in their community. 20% more likely to have used hard drugs. That's your cocaine, your heroin, your crack, and all the other type of drugs. 94% of these children are more likely to have used government welfare programs. 71% are more likely to have committed a crime. 33% more likely to have intercourse before the age of 17. This is where you're getting this thing where we used to say babies having babies. Young children having sexual intercourse before they're even ready to have that. Now, there's a trend that goes along with this. Majority of these type of women that are just having all these different baby daddies, all these different children from different men, or don't even know who the fathers are of their children. According to the University of Michigan Institute for Social Research, it says most of these women, let me read it to you. Mothers with multiple fathers for their children are more likely to be underemployed, to have lower incomes, and to be less educated. I've seen it in my lifetime. I'm sure you have seen it in your lifetime. Majority of women that are fast and loose, or thoughts, or whatever you want to call that, they are women who most likely can't hold on a job, can't keep a job, don't want to stay employed, live off the government, want someone to give them a handout. They also have lower incomes. The way you see most of this rampant in lower income communities, such as the projects, such as the hood, such as in the ghetto. And another thing is they're most likely less to be educated, meaning most times these women are dropouts. They drop out of high school. They have no intention of continuing their education. They don't want higher learning. They don't want to go to college. They don't want to go to trade school. They don't want to go to Job Corps. They don't want to go to the military to get any type of educational benefit whatsoever. They are content with being someone who don't know hardly anything. They're content with low minimum wage paying jobs. But these are the type of women who have a desire to have more, but they don't have the will to go get it. So this type of mentality, this type of ghetto, ratchet mentality is infectious. And you find these little, I want to use the wrong word, I'm just say these type of women usually hang around other women that are like them. And you look at their friends, they have a whole bunch of kids, or they have 1 or 2 or 3 kids, different baby daddies, or they might not know who the baby daddy is. But a lot of these women are treacherous, they're deceitful. They'll find a good man and try to dump these children that don't belong to him on him. For example, let's say that a Pookie, Ray Ray, Nook Nook, or Junebug, or just a low life type of dude, a lesser man than yourself, sleep with this woman. A ghetto dude, running guns, selling drugs, whatever you want to call him, and he's a hood dude. He sleeps with her. Then you sleep with him, and you got everything going on with your life, you're successful. Now, she would rather you be the baby daddy. Even if she thinks it's the other guy, she'll tell you that you're the baby daddy, because she sees security in you and know there's no way in hell that there's a possibility that this man is going to take care of this child. So I just want to put that out there. A lot of women today, unfortunately, modern women, black women in particular, they're fast and they loose. They don't have any self-respect. They don't promote virginities no more. They don't promote being chastity no more. They don't promote, just self-restraint. Everything is, if it feels good, do it. To hell with the consequences. It goes all the way back to that BS philosophy of YOLO. You only live once. As I said before, all that means is you just do what you want to do and don't care about the consequences of what happened. You see, when a woman like that have multiple children, the whole community suffers. The whole society suffers. All of us have to pay for these children in some way through our taxes, or we have to be afraid of these children because they may grow up and become a criminal and break in people's houses, shoot at people, or you may rob people or do other things that are illegal or criminal. And we have to watch out because they have no father in the home, and apparently the mother doesn't have good sense to exercise good judgment about her own body, so of course she's not going to be able to lead and guide these children. So this is something that's really, it's in the black community, but the Hispanics come in second compared to what the black women who are having all these non-marital births or whatever, but there's something that we got to address. I just want to make a video about that. I'm very interested to see what you're going to say in the comments. Let me know if you're going to say what you think about it. And I done gave you my sources if you doubt it. I'll give it to you again. DNA Diagnostic Center, the New York Post, the U.S. Census Bureau, and the National Longitudinal Survey of Youth, and I forget the other one that I gave you. And have a good one.